Brother in the Wild is a 2-day bikepacking, gravel riding, camping and sea dipping festival that takes place in Dorset on the Isle of Purbeck. The Purbeck Peninsula is filled with pine forests, dramatic coastal cliffs, beaches and endless gravel tracks. Riders camp in the heart of a nature reserve and spend the weekend exploring gravel tracks, country lanes and single tracks across the area. This is my second time at Brother in the Wild. Last year my weekend was cut short due to a major mechanical after hitting a boulder on a downhill. Hopefully this year I'll be able to enjoy the full weekend. After destroying my wheel last year, I've been much happier riding Brother in the Wild on my Surly Bridge Club.
Here we go, all ready for Brother in the Wild. Let's do it.
My local cafe and bike shop, Velo Domestique, organise a 25-mile ride out to Brother in the Wild. Velo does a fantastic job of being the central hub of the bikepacker community in Southbourne. Nothing quite beats turning up to Velo on what feels like the first sunny day of the year to go ride and camp with a group of awesome people.
I do love living by the beach. This seconds from where I live. Now I get to go on bike rides from it.
We made our way through Bournemouth, sticking to cycle paths and quiet country lanes where possible. It's been 2 years since I moved to the Bournemouth area, and I'm still finding new routes and areas to explore. As much as I enjoy travelling, I've focused on exploring places closer to home over the last couple of years. I don't think I'll ever run out of new places to see, even on my doorstep. It's been 4.5 years since I finished a world bike trip, and one of the areas in my life I wanted to build on was creating a community. During my travels I was fortunate to be invited to ride bikes and hang out with people who had already established their own communities and themselves. Much of what I've done over the last few years has been solo rides, so spending the weekend with like-minded people is a real joy. Community doesn't just happen overnight. It takes time to put in the work, turn up and be there for other people. Building a community outside of work has been invaluable. Jobs can come and go, but getting outside and riding bikes will always be in my life. Upon arriving at the campsite, we were given a reusable cup and mug. We then settle in for the evening and wait to get around the fire. The sun setting gave us this beautiful display to close a fine first day at Brother in the Wild. day 2 we set off at about 10:30 after a very lazy morning, heading off as a large group to explore the hills and coastline of the Purbecks.
Oh, it's been a beautiful start to the day. We're going up a big hill. Beautiful views. Look at this. Very calm cows.
Thank you very much. Have a nice walk.
Some of the cycling in the Purbecks is quite technical and challenging. Last year when I was at Brother in the Wild, my ego wouldn't allow me to stop and push the bike. These days, I'm much more content with taking it easy and slowly. It means I get to enjoy the scenery more and spend more time talking to friends. Occasionally I'd find myself alone on the route as I'd be stopping to take shots such as these. Over the last few years, I've taken a much more relaxed approach to making YouTube videos. After documenting my world bike tour in 2018 and 19, I felt pretty burnt out and I needed a break from filming. I've taken time over the last few years to fall in love with adventure and cycling again. Most of this is down to putting the camera away and simply enjoying being out. This event is my first attempt in 6 months to try and create a video and tell a story. Filming a bike ride adds a completely different dynamic to the day. Carrying the camera equipment, flying the drone, and talking to the camera all take away in some way from the cycling, but they also add a different perspective as I stop more frequently to appreciate the landscapes. And on this ride, there was no shortage of landscapes to appreciate.
Hello. Ooh, sorry mate. Can we have a...
You've got a caramel or a mocha?
Mocha. Thank you so much. This is wonderful.
I'd love to give a big thanks to Jimmy's Iced Coffee for fueling us and giving us free super cold coffee on this beautiful day.
Right, down here is where I came off last year. Moment of peace. We've got past a lot of the walkers. Oh, there's some more.
Hey, can I get a lift? Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Look at this.
Chapman's Pool is my favourite place on the Jurassic Coast. I wild camped here a couple of years ago on one of the hottest days of the year. I watched the most beautiful sunset on the horizon just behind these cliffs. It's forever going to be one of my most favourite places in the world.
favourite spot in the Purbecks. Goodbye Chapman's Pool. The square and compass.
No day at Chapman's Pool is complete without a visit to the Square and Compass. This beautiful old pub is well loved by everyone that visits, by both locals and tourists.
Thank you.
Sausage roll?
Yeah. Oh, I feel quite lethargic.
Me?
I do.
Yeah.
After sitting in the beer garden for far too long, getting going again was pretty tough. We had one last big climb left for the day. But first, we took a minor detour to see some dinosaur footprints.
Does anyone want to see dinosaur footprints? They're just in that field over there.
Jurassic Park's my favourite film of all time. There's no way that I'm missing.
Oh yeah.
Now I feel slightly guilty for bigging up the dinosaur footprints, as I thought they were pretty impressive the first time I saw them. And I was kind of expecting a bit of a reaction like this. And it just so happens that the footprints left here from millions of years ago are from Brachiosaurus sauropods, which are also the dinosaurs from that scene in Jurassic Park, which we will go back to in a minute.
Like dinosaur footprints to me. I felt like the council have decided there should be a tourist attraction here, and so they put in some potholes. Hold on, Adam, is this going to make your film? Is this going to make your film for us, mate?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
What do you think of the dinosaur footprint?
Oh, mate, it looks like potholes. I mean, there are a few in the New Forest, I see.
I think you're being ungrateful, if I'm honest.
Ungrateful.
Adam, you need to use that section in Jurassic Park where her head turns, she stands up and she's like...
And not to disappoint Rich, who gave a great bit of director's advice. Here is a real-life Brachiosaurus. And look at these guys. I don't see why everybody else wasn't reacting like this when they saw the dinosaur footprints. Pretty cool if you ask me. Back to the cycling. We made our way down Priest Way, named as it was a route a local priest used to walk between his churches in Worthmer Travers, where we just come from, and Swanage on the coast. This route is outstanding. It's fast, pretty downhill, particularly going west to east, as we made our way ready for our final big climb.
It is. I had to come past you, I got no low gears, so I just gotta
Power.
keep the legs moving, yeah.
As the day came to a close, we cycled fast and hard on the smooth country lanes. The prospect of a shower and pizza awaited, It's funny how my stomach can help me to cycle faster when it can anticipate food is on the horizon.
And that is the end of Saturday. Brother in the Wild. What a day. What a day. Is that the queue for the showers?
Yeah.
Open up your leg.
After a quick breakfast and being unsuccessful on the raffle, it was time to depart for the Sunday Sips and Dips route. As this was the final day, we saw a mix of locals such as ourselves packing all of our stuff onto our bikes ready to go home, and others leaving their stuff at the campsite ready for a final fast day of the weekend.
Day 3, Brother in the Wild. What a weekend it's been.
Damn, feeling lucky. How about most streets? Us two in these trees.
It's been such a wonderful weekend. Very, very happy to be outside.
Should have been more cautious. Now I got what I wanted. Many I've been here before. Made it out of 11 more. Like my frontal cortex, so I can't stop. I want it all. Listen up, I'm calling you. I need you to tell the truth. Remember when you wanted to. Remember that I said I should.
Here we go. There's a lot of cyclists dashing into the sea.
We made our way home along the busy Bournemouth promenade. This was such a good weekend. It's very much set the tone for a summer of bike rides and more nights in a tent.
That is the end of Brother in the Wild 2024. It's been a pleasure. Till the next one. Goodbye.